I'm David Volk, a voice of the resistance, albeit a strange and funny one. Today's post, Comey indictment is just the start. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Unless you're a comic book criminal straight out of Batman awaiting the results of a trial, having an unrepentant felon controlling the levers of justice is never a good thing. And the resident of the White House proved that yesterday when he finally succeeded in hiring someone who was pliable enough to do his bidding and indict James Comey, former director of the FBI, for lying to Congress. Apparently, Dementia J. Trump believes there was a treasonous plot to destroy his presidency, even though Russia hadn't helped elect him yet, and that Comey lied about the non-existent conspiracy. And so, he must be punished. As you might expect, this is not great news. Now that the Orange One has found someone to do his legal bidding, I expect that this will just be the first of many frightening, nonsensical indictments. In fact, our sources here at Volk Labs tell us we should expect to see the following indictments in the coming weeks. They may not make much sense, but consider the source. 1. Hillary Clinton, for criticizing President Trump while on the campaign trail, even though he wasn't resident yet. Since he's already said criticizing him is illegal, she broke the law. Number 2, Representative Adam Schiff, for being shifty and for violating the laws of gravity for having a watermelon-sized head that is too big for the rest of his body to support. Number 3, President George Washington, for chopping down a cherry tree in his youth but never having served time for the crime. I understand a pardon may be available from Trump at a very low price. Number 4, FBI agent Will Graham, for the arrest of a fictional serial killer who Trump referred to as the late, great Hannibal Lecter. And here I bet you thought it was Clarice Starling who arrested him, didn't you? Number 5, Fulton County Prosecutor Fani Willis, for having a name that makes no sense. It should be pronounced Fanny, not Fawny. Who has a name like that? Also, there was that whole conspiracy case against Trump thing. Wimpy, that's number 6. You know, Popeye's friend who would gladly pay you Tuesday for a burger today. Well, Tuesday has come and gone, and he still hasn't paid up. Like NATO, he needs to pay his fair share. Trump doesn't like to be stiffed. Number 7, Kamala Harris, for making fun of, insulting, and accurately describing President Trump, even though it was during an election and he wasn't in office at the time. Number 8, I think, P. Diddy, for not inviting him to one of his many freak-offs, especially the ones where Russian hookers peed all over the beds. Number 9, Letitia James, for falsifying her mortgage application. Never mind that a fraud case against him resulted in a guilty verdict and a $454 million fine against him. That has absolutely nothing to do with it. Nor does the fact that he considers her a low IQ person. No, as a real estate guy, he just hates it when people cut corners. It's also worth noting that the person who advised him of this strategy happens to have parents who use the same shortcut, but doesn't seem to be calling for them to be prosecuted. Number 9, 10, 25, I don't know. The escalator guy at the United Nations, for nearly killing Trump by shutting off the escalator as Dementia J stepped on it, forcing him to walk/move without the aid of a golf cart. President Joe Biden, for making him look bad by being an aging politician who managed to get more things done most mornings than DJT has accomplished in 9 months. Some of his supporters might say Trump has done a lot, but I disagree. I believe he has undone a lot. Destroying things takes little effort. Building them back better is hard work. And finally, the Scooby-Doo gang, for foiling his plans. He knows that, in the end, his plans would have succeeded if not for those meddling kids. Curses. This is a developing story. Watch this post for more indictments, and please feel free to send me names I might have missed and why they're likely to be next on the indictment list. I've been David Volk, a voice of the resistance, albeit a strange and unindicted one.